Hello and welcome to InSight. I'm Wendy Brokaw.
And I'm Mary Louise Van Natta.
We have with us today members of the Turtle Ridge Wildlife Center. This is a dedicated group of people, really dedicated. And for 10 years, 11 years, isn't it? Mm-hmm. They have been caring for injured and orphaned animals and wildlife. Mm-hmm. And we are just so excited to have them here with us today. Would you please welcome Jessy Gill.
Thank you.
She is the Animal Care Director, and her assistant, Charles Harmansky.
Hi.
Hello. Hi. Well, you have some stories, I'm sure, about what you've been doing for the last 11 years. Tell us about one of the more famous ones that got some headlines.
You're probably thinking about Elkhorn, the little baby bear cub. He came to us just a couple weeks ago. He was near death. A hiker found him along the side of the trail fighting for his life, picked him up, brought him back in, started posting on Facebook what to do with this guy, and was referred to us. And so he brought him out, and we started administering care right away, and we're able to bring him back. It took about 12 hours to stabilize him, but we were able to get him back in good health, and now he's been transferred to a center that's equipped to house bears.
One of the reasons why people thought of you to call when this bear, poor thing, was found is because you have a really unique mission. Tell us about the mission, because there's a whole procedure that you follow.
Yep, so our mission is everything that comes into our center, we want to get them healthy and to release back into the wild. So thankfully somebody knew about us and were able to reach out to Corey and send him our way with the bear.
And go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, so what other critters have you been seeing out at the Rehabilitation Center?
Well, we're just starting to get busy with the spring and summer here picking up. We get really busy. We're taking in all kinds of animals, squirrels, baby raccoons. We have a couple owlets right now.
Wonderful.
Little baby owls.
Are there any animals you don't take in?
No, we take in all species.
Of wildlife,
Right. Yes.
So
and then returning them to the wild here in Oregon.
So not kittens and puppies and...
Right.
Okay.
So everything from a little songbird that might be at your backyard feeder to a goose or a raccoon hit by a car on the side of the road.
We have a surprise for you. Stay
I'm so
tuned for a little
excited.
bit. I know we have a little bit of surprise for you here. We have some guests, additional guests, and we'll be getting to those right in a minute. Why don't we just go to the Wildlife Center and take a little tour?
Okay, look at some
do
pictures.
that.
All right, great.
I am Charles Harmansky, and I am the Assistant Director here at Turtle Ridge Wildlife Center. We take in injured and orphaned wildlife, and we rehab them and release them back into the wild. We are located in South Salem at 1492 Bunker Hill Road South. It makes me feel great to help these animals. There's no other feeling like it. You know, to be able to do what we can do every day I can't even describe it. It's a good feeling.
Well, that was an adventure, and
What
now
a
we're in
great
studio
place.
with another adventure.
Look who we have with us.
We have guests. Tell us who these are.
This is Cheyenne.
Hi, Cheyenne.
She is an American kestrel. They are the smallest of all falcons in North America. And she is a permanent resident at Turtle Ridge. She came to us 7 years ago with a badly broken wing. She had it for quite some time. It had already started to heal out of alignment. And so she's not able to fly.
She's beautiful.
But she does stay and teach the rest of us about this beautiful bird family. And they live here in our area?
They sure do, yeah. They're very common out near open fields.
Sure.
Yeah.
And who is this character?
Well, this handsome little man, this is Griffin.
Hi, Griffin.
Griffin is another one of our permanent residents. He's a turkey vulture. And Griffin came to us, it'll be 3 years in September. And he was found in a field just walking in circles. A farmer knew something was going on and something wasn't right. So they gave us a call. We advised them to bring him in, and you know, through the exam, we noticed something wasn't right, and we had his eyes checked, and he has some permanent eye damage, so he doesn't see very good.
Oh, that's the first time I've ever seen one up close.
They're beautiful,
Aren't they
They
cute?
really are.
They really
They have
are.
a bad reputation of not being as attractive as they really are when you get to see
But
them.
he's actually
Hello.
quite magnificent. You know, people call you when they find an injured animal or bird, but oh, hello there. You heard your name, didn't you? But what do people do? What's the best way to approach an injured animal in the wild? Just
Or even in your backyard, which is often where.
Best thing is to observe. So you want to observe from a distance where you're not close enough to disturb the animal, and just observe for at least 20 minutes. See what's going on, make note of a description of the animal, the behaviors they're seeing, and looking in the surrounding areas for other animals, possibly parents caring for them, and then give us a call. We have a helpline that operates every day of the week. And so we're always there to walk through what you're seeing, what's going on, and we'll help you assess whether or not this animal is in need of help, if it's injured, and then we'll go about guiding you on how to capture it and transport it to our center.
Wonderful. And so, as I remember saying, you just don't want to walk up and touch a little bird because it may still have a nest up high with the rest of the
Absolutely.
family.
Yeah,
So
That's a good
especially,
point.
yes, this time of year, you know, baby birds in general spend at least 2 weeks on the ground before they're able to actually fly. So they're out of the nest. Parents are nearby caring for them. And so, you know, you might be watching some completely normal, healthy behaviors. And so we really want to make sure that we're not separating babies from their parents if it's not necessary. We're only there for if something's seriously injured or if it's orphaned. So best thing to do is to give us a call and we'll walk through everything.
Charles, do you have any stories about animals that you have cared for that you just feel really wonderful about returning at last to the wild?
You know, there's so many. I mean, people ask, what's your favorite animal to care for? What's your favorite story? And I can't name one. I can't, because every single one, I start talking about it and it'll be my favorite.
well, it is wonderful. They put a lot of those on their Facebook page, so you can see videos of them being released, and it is a really wonderful
Well, I can
and
certainly-
joyful experience.
I would imagine so, and it does require a lot of volunteers, doesn't it?
Yes.
Do you need volunteers?
We need volunteer help.
All the
so
time? What
all
kind
the
of
time,
things to do?
especially in spring and summer, and it can be anything from helping us with house chores type things
Sure.
around the center to helping feed baby animals.
That sounds terrible.
Feeding baby animals. Oh.
And it's round the clock care that we need help with too. So if
And
anybody,
you do have now some time where people can come out and visit the center, is that correct? Because I know it's not a place, it's not like you just drop in because the animals have a routine, you try to keep going, correct? So how does that work?
right, so we're like a hospital setting, so we can't have people just coming and going.
Right.
But the first Saturday of every month, we do a program called Wildlife Warrior Weekend, and it's
First
the first Saturday at 1
of every
o'clock.
month at 1 o'clock. Okay, wonderful.
That's great.
And so do you need to make an appointment or can you just show up?
You can just show up.
Okay, great.
It is good to call if you can. You can find all the information on our website.
And what's that website address?
It's turtleridgewildlifecenter.org.
turtleridgewildlifecenter.org.
Right.
And all of the, I know you guys have lots of photos and videos on there. And if they need to call you, what number would they call you at?
It's 503-540-8664.
8664, fantastic.
Well, this has been a wonderful chance to get to know some of your critters, permanent residents now, and let people know about you and just why you're so important to our area and our area's wildlife. Thank you for joining us
So
today.
nice. Will you
on
come back and
InSight.
see us
so
again
much.
sometime?
Yes,
Absolutely.
Bring some new guests.
That's great. Thanks so much.
And
Thank
thank you
you.
for joining us today on InSight.
And we'll see you next time.